So I was walking by a young guy and he was crying. He was just bawling his eyes out. And this guy that was slightly older gave him a hug. And he said, "Man, you could tell me what's wrong." And so I was a little inspired to make this video based on that. And also there's a lot of men that are on YouTube, you know, sharing their past pains. And I just want to say that you can turn that shame into straight up strength. And the best example of that was a story. There was this rising mixed martial arts star that I actually knew. I'm not going to name who he was. There's a lot of them, right? And he was doing well, doing very well. He had a little bit of an arrogant ego, you know, your basic, get the girls, win the fight, get the money. It's because he was raised in like a multi-million-dollar house of family, and they adopted him when he was younger. I don't want to get all political about this or turn it into race, but basically, long story short, he was of mixed origin, and this family, you know, used to hurl all these insults, you know, at him. And they used to make it a thing that he was adopted and all this stuff, right? He didn't care about that. Like, his drive was to, you know, make it to the top. But he suffered a traumatic injury, unfortunately, and his mixed martial arts career ended. Now, when you suffer this type of injury, what happens is, like, your past childhood trauma starts to resurface in the brain, and you start to think about things deeper and reflect, and, you know, it kind of messes with you. I kind of had the same thing happen to me recently, and it was inspiring because he reevaluated his life. And now he reevaluated his life, and he realized all the wrong things that he was doing, and he actually changed his life. But at first it was tough because he kept saying, you know, I want someone to know my story. I want someone to know my pain. I want to write a book. I want to make a comeback in mixed martial arts. All those things never happened, right? But what happened was that he dedicated himself to get stronger, faster every day. And that's what he did. And he's living out his life in a very simplistic way. He's not showing off or nothing. So my point is, like, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. If you're dealing with pain, as a man, nobody needs to know your story. You just go out there and keep improving every day.